Evening, anyone. Thank you so much for coming to my TED Talk today on how to survive the able-bodied world as a disabled person. It's a wild place out there, I promise. And you're probably wondering, I don't have a disability. Why does this pertain to me? Why should I care? Well, you only have two options in this life. One is you die, that's one option. And the other is to become disabled. That's all you got, 50-50 chance, so you might as well listen up. So who am I to take you on this journey? I am Marcella Genut, and I have been disabled since I was born, so 28 years now, and I've experienced the outside world, the wild, and also the disabled community, and I'm here to share my tips and tricks on how to survive out there. So first, there are things we have to pack on this journey in order to survive out there. The first is a sense of humor. People say the stupidest shit to you constantly. They'll say, "What's wrong with you?" Or they'll lean in really close and shout at you as if you can't hear or see them too. So the only way to really deal with it is to laugh about it and have a sense of humor. You also need a killer fake smile just to get through it too. You also have to have problem-solving skills. You constantly have to adapt to a world not built for you. So the other day, I dropped a piece of brownie on the floor, and my dog, of course, cannot eat the brownie, and I wasn't able to pick it up. So I was able to move the trash can and cover the brownie so he wouldn't get it. So you constantly have to make inventions like MacGyver out of nothing, basically. The third is you have to have tenacity. Imagine Bear Grylls, who drank his own piss to survive out there. That is the tenacity and grit that you need to live a good life out in the wild. And then also, you have to have patience. People, I can't tell you the amount of times my caregivers have burnt mac and cheese that's on a box with recipes and instructions, and they're adults. So you have to be patient a lot of times. A lot of times like a teacher would be talking to children. And last, being disabled is fucking expensive. It is. My van alone, just for an accessible van that is used, is $50,000. And so, they're like, okay, I have that, sure. But no, the government says you can only have $2,000 in the bank. So the only way to have any money is to embezzle it. And so you're going to meet a few characters out there in the able-bodied world. So the first is the hunter. These are people that are going to take you down, say nasty things to you, basically bully you. I've had so many teachers and other people tell me I would never go away to college, I would never live on my own, and I did all that and more. So you can recognize these people really quickly, and with my tips, they will become puppies to you. Next are the survivalist experts. These are the people that think they know better than you, and they know your body better than yourself. They can be bosses who say, well, I'm just doing this for you. They can be doctors who think they know better, teachers, anyone, but in reality, they don't know anything. And are trying to drown you. Next, you have the saviors. These are the people that are such good people that they are friends with someone with a disability, or they constantly post all the good work they're doing, volunteering or giving money away to help the poor disabled people. They're quite easy to recognize, but they're actually criminals. And that's because they're harming the disability narrative and using us as props. The next is also cockroaches. people are just kind of everywhere. They're these pesky little bugs just roaming around. They kind of bother you, sometimes don't. You just want to squash them. They don't really bother you too much. But these are people that just kind of annoy you. They'll just come up to you and say, you know, hey, what's wrong with you, or anything else. And so with my tips, you will be able to swat them away. Just keep on rolling. And last, you have the comedian. These are people that think they are the funniest in the world. And they're typically white older men. And they'll say things like, do you have a license to drive that thing? Or they're saying, I'm going to give you a speeding ticket. I've heard all of them before. They are not funny. You are just a sad old clown, basically. So now that you know all the characters you'll meet, I'm going to share with you my 6 survival tips to be out there. And the first is to play the disability card. This is your one perk in life, people. Use it to your advantage. You get that prime parking spot. You skip all those lines. I once snuck in into a concert, a whole Zaxby's chicken finger meal. Because the security guard asked me, what's in your bag? And I said, oh, medical supplies. And he never questioned it. So use it to your advantage. I also get a lot of times free money from people. Just look sad and pitiful. And you get some money all the time. The next tip is to get others to do your bidding. People will always want to help you. Open the door, do things. Don't do any work. Let other people do it. I have caregivers that I hire, and they help me cook and clean and do all kinds of things. I'm not going to say, you know what? I'm being lazy today. You go do it. And they will. They have to get paid for it. I also never have to pay for Uber Eats because they can go pick up my food constantly. So to use that to your advantage. The third one is to accept all thoughts and prayers. And I have people all the time, I'll be in the grocery store, and they say, can I pray for you? Are your legs going to work? I want you to be healed and walked. And I've heard this so many times. I've got holy water, all kinds of blessings. And maybe over time, they all added up, and maybe your one prayer will be the one to cure me. Maybe it all just added up, and that will be the one. That one prayer that just does it, and I'll miraculously walk. Who knows? The next is to avoid booby traps. These are physical and mental. Some of my personal ones are dirt and sand, rugs in particular, and stairs. And so they can physically get you caught, and also the mental traps of internal ableism, of thinking your worth is how much productivity you do, or that you are a burden or don't deserve to take up space. These can really get you down and trap you, but once you recognize them, you are able to lift yourself out of them. So try to avoid them. The fifth one is to have an escape plan. If the world just turns to shit, you have a few options. Doctors never question me and throw a whole bunch of cocktail pills at me for a simple cold. So you can just live on some drugs if you fly high while the world is a mess. That's one option. The next is you could also have someone a friend or a relative, have a meeting with them and say, hey, you know, if the world's ending, just take me out. I don't want to be here anymore. And the sad fact is that once a week, actually, a kid with a disability is murdered by their parent. I'm sorry, I forgot this is a comedy show. But the truth is, only 1.2% of those people are actually convicted. So you're fine, you're fine. You won't go again. And last but not least, if all else fails, just stay home. Stay where it's nice and accessible, no one stares at you or says weird things, and just stay in your comfy little space, because the able-bodied world is terrible. It is wild out there. And so, you may join us tomorrow or 50 years. Who knows? Thank you.